for your church, that God can begin to use you and begin to ask the Father, how's my fruit? And He will begin to show you. So this seed doesn't just stop here. It's going to go on and on. Because God's mending His church together.
Amen.
Amen. We all know that we can get our toes stepped on by other people in the church.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing about it is, it's love. And love covers up a multitude of sin. And the way I see it, the church has got to get ready. And that's what He's doing, because those that are out there in the highways and the byways, God's going to bring them in. But He's got to bring them into a church where His people, His remnant, is ready.
Amen.
For the healing, the restoration. So today's more than just coming here for a celebration. What it's for is the resurrection of our life in us as the Christian. That we can actually allow 9 fruit within inside of us to begin to grow, and that we can begin to be His church working from His kingdom. Amen?
Amen.
I'm done.
Did you want to say something first, honey?
We're so glad to see you all here and see what God has been doing and the blessings that He's brought upon this church and you people. And we appreciate you very much.
Amen.
God bless you and keep you and lead you and guide you in His path always.
Amen. Amen.
I'm the long-winded one.
Amen.
Pastor Bill, can I start at the beginning?
After you.
Well, Ken and I started out, when we started this ministry, we started in a little shopping center on San Juan. And out on 103rd was a piece of property. And it got to where every time I go by that property, I would say, oh God, that is the place for a church. I could just see it. And then it came up for sale. And, oh, I was so excited. I said, Lord, I love that property. And on 103rd, it's between Jamie's and just down part Jamie's. And it was a piece of property that you came out right on 103rd, and it went back like this, and it made an L. And you could go out on Jamie Street. And I thought, oh God, that is excellent for a church. You can go in on 103rd, and you won't have to go out in all that traffic. You can go out the back way. I mean, I had that church down pat. And our district supervisor came down, and we got talking to him about that property and how much, we ended up getting that property. And I would go by that property every time, because we had to go buy it, because where we had our house, had our home, church home, in the shopping center. We had to go buy it every morning. I had to go buy it every morning. I said, oh God, I just love that property. I just want to thank you for that property. That is so beautiful. I just can't wait till we can get a church built there. This went on for a couple of years, maybe 3. I don't know how many years it went on. And I'm going to Sam's to buy things for the church and for the school, and I'm so excited. And I'm going by the church, and as I go down Firestone, because I was taking the back way to Sam's Club, and I'm going down the back way, and I said, oh, Lord, I just want to thank you for that property. I just love it. I just can't wait for a church is built there. And oh, no, you wouldn't believe what happened. This is what he said to me. He said, I'm going to do what's best for you. And I thought, now that doesn't sound good to me. I think he's got the wrong address. It wasn't but just I don't know, it was a short time. I don't know if it was a week, a month, or whatever, because I did not write it down. We got a call from the RAC office saying, you know, they want to buy your property. And you know, there's a church on the other side of town that's wanting to sell a church. And I thought, uh-oh, here we go. You know, the Lord knew what was best. I mean, my idea is that we could just build a church there and it would be an ideal place. And it would have been an ideal place. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what the Lord had for what was best for us. And so that's what we need to learn to do, is begin to say, Lord, when you like something so much and you say, oh, Lord, I just love that. That's what I want. But listen to his voice and let him say, this is what's best for you.
Amen.
For this place is best for us.
Yes, yes.
This is where we are at, the middle part of town. We're right where people can buy. We've got a direct highway. We got a freeway right by our property. We just have to pray that some work is done because of the flea market.
Amen.
Because we get a whole lot of people in this church.